Okay, guys, welcome back to Risky Business News. I'm your host, May.
And I'm Laura. What are we talking about today, May?
Okay, so we are talking today about a hodgepodge of the most fun headlines I found this week. Also, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about my trip down under. If you give a shit. If you don't, you can go ahead and skip ahead, but it's going to be fun.
Yep. Sounds good.
Where's the money? I don't understand how you make money.
Hold
from
on.
that, though.
2 stand-up comics in New York City.
Just learned a lot of this stuff. I'm gonna ask all the stupid questions that you might be thinking at home, but are afraid to ask people.
Making it to where you feel like you're too stupid to be able to ever engage in it, they win.
Why the fuck are they doing this?
It's to make money. It's risque business news.
Obviously, Password's immediately in frame, or now he's not in frame.
Yeah, he's like, I'm a star. Mom, I'm a star. My cat, if you're listening only, jumped immediately into the camera.
You might see a little fluff ball go by the bottom of the camera.
Yeah, that is my pussy. He's here.
Nice.
Thank you.
I feel like I'm getting over this cold that I must have gotten on the plane, but I don't know where the cold ends and allergies begin because I feel like I'm like dying to breathe right now.
Well,
so that's an
allergies
interesting...
are definitely a real thing right now because I have lost hearing in my left ear.
Oh, was that from allergies?
I believe so.
Really?
Because I took an allergy pill and it got better, and then it wore off and my hearing went back away, and I was like, "This is not."
That's
I'm
very
an
odd.
old ass woman, apparently.
Did you look up online if that? I never even heard of that.
I went to a doctor because what I looked up online and they were like, "Go to a doctor, bitch." Like,
yeah.
I was like, "What do you do when you can't hear?" And they were like, "What are you fucking talking about? You
That's
obviously go to a doctor."
To be fair, I'm always texting you like, "What happens if I'm bleeding out my ass?"
Yeah. And I'm like, "You should maybe talk to a professional."
Nah, can't do it.
But I go to the doctor and they were like, "Well, a lot of earwax in here," and they took it out and I was like, "I still can't hear," and they were like, "Yeah, it's probably allergies," and sent me on my way. But to be fair, I think they were right because I took an allergy pill.
Right. This is like the worst time to have wheezing right now. I'm literally recording a podcast, but you know, I'll try to go away from the microphone when I'm struggling to breathe.
Perfect. We're doing great. It's June in New York. Maybe it also has some, well, you weren't even here for it.
No.
When New York had just like the apocalypse
Oh,
happen.
we didn't even talk about that. That was crazy. I was literally if you guys hadn't seen on the news, the New York skyline was like completely orange because it was all this fire
from Canada,
from
of all places.
Which is so weird because my sister lives in Boston and I was like, "Oh, how's the sky?" And she's like, "It's completely fine here." I was like, "What?"
Yeah, that's bullshit.
It went over. Somehow China had a fan that went into Canada and blew the wind over Boston it landed
like LeBron.
I cannot believe China did that to us. Can you believe that?
Unbelievable. It's the China smoke. We're gonna call it.
But anyway,
it's another round.
It was like insane. Like you couldn't see any of the skyline. It was like
wild.
Hard to
was
breathe.
Really one of those moments where you're like, thank God I read the news because if not, I'd leave. I would get. I'd wrap it up like we gotta go. I don't know what's happening outside, but this is code red.
That is so insane. And how long did it last? Like a few days, right?
A couple days. I actually was at a conference in DC and doing some shows down there, which was lovely. And then the smoke started hitting there, and I was like, "Uh-oh." And then I went. Then all the flights got canceled. That was pretty random. I was like, "Okay, LaGuardia, relax."
Yeah.
Like,
right.
Like we can't see, and I'm like, "Are you still doing that visually?"
Yeah.
Like, you've got computers.
That's true.
You've got computers.
Yeah. I guess
LaGuardia's like, we don't have a computer.
I guess just in case like the computers failed.
Fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
Sorry.
And that's what they. All right. Do you work for this big LaGuardia over here?
I work for LaGuardia. Everybody knows that. Great new wing at LaGuardia.
So I drove back and it just got progressively worse, and I was like, I should probably not come back, but I had to. Had to take care of my pussy.
Yeah.
So Mr. Word.
How was the air quality in your apartment?
I didn't open the windows or anything, so it was okay. But we do have like a little air filtration system.
Yeah.
Like a little at-home unit, and it was just black when I opened it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
To be fair, am I cleaning that thing on the reg? No, I'm not. I'm like, wow, look at all this. It's like been a year and a half.
Yeah. It's just all Password's fur in there.
Yeah, exactly. It's like just litter.
Yeah, litter. Oh my God. Well, anyway, I just got back from Australia. We were going to talk about this on the last ep, but I was like,
you could barely speak.
No, I was.
So I took over.
Having a hard
I was like, we're talking about Ted Kaczynski.
Now I can barely speak for other reasons. But so we flew into Perth, which is literally the farthest place you could possibly go to. It's on the other side of Australia, so it's not even like close. It's not even like the close side to America.
God.
It was
And
super
Australia is
fucking far.
secretly kind of big.
It's very big. It's like as big as us.
When you look at the globe, it looks like a speck.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like a little ball down there at the bottom, and you're like, oh, it looks like Hawaii. But
No,
it's
it's
not.
large.
It's isn't it the size of America? Is that what you just said?
think so, yeah. Or like
Wow.
just about. I would say
Like
Perth
obviously
to
continental.
Perth to Melbourne would be like 5 hours, which I guess
Okay,
is like
so that's
LA
pretty
to-
close.
Yeah. But it was so much fun. Perth was really cool, and it's a super underrated city because I feel like even a lot of Australians have never been there because it's just like a weird city on the other side. It's like the only one,
Yeah.
and it's like very quiet and family oriented.
It's very Republican.
Yes, super Republican. I guess it's their San Diego. How about that?
Oh, fun. San
Yeah.
Diego is nice.
But we met this comic named Andrew Wolf. Shout out.
Shout out. Friend of the pod.
Friend of the pod. I don't know if it's Wolf or Wolfie, but whatever. We called him Wolfie, but I don't know if that was a like nickname. But oh my God, was he fucking funny. He was so intense, and it was like one of the first Australians that I had met, and he just comes in, he's like I got a divorce, and he would just like look at me with such intensity, and he's like, do you ever feel like we're just on this plane of existence even after my divorce? And I was like, oh my God. And I was like, I just met this guy, and he's like off the rails, and then you'd meet.
I like his style.
I really liked his style. He was super fun, super nice. The most intense person I've ever met in my entire life. Check him out. I think his Instagram is
He's
Dead at the Wheel.
divorced. He's available,
He's divorced.
ladies.
He's available. Oh my God, he was so down in the dumps about this divorce. I mean,
Yeah,
fair enough.
That's good. Family oriented.
Family oriented. Yeah. He was like, oh, he was
He's
so
like, I'm in the
sad.
wrong city.
Wait,
I gotta get back to Sydney.
yeah.
That wasn't bad.
That was pretty
really
good.
pretty good.
That was really good. I'm gonna get back to Sydney.
I gotta get back to Sydney.
But
I'm divorced.
Yeah,
Nah, that was
that's
wrong.
Brooklyn.
That was wrong.
Oh my God, he was so funny. But yeah, he was going through a tough time. So if you want to, give him a shout, give him a follow. Funny
We
guy.
love it.
Dead at the Wheel is his Instagram handle. I enjoyed the hell out of that guy. He was so much fun.
Man, we should have him on the pod sometime. I'd probably via Zoom.
A Zoom at fucking like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, we're just like,
So we saw the quokkas. Have you know what these are? They're like those smiling little like squirrels. I call them quokkas. Are they quokkas?
I think they're quokkas, but they're
okay.
they're Matt's favorite animal.
Yes, they were so fun. So
He always sends me quokka videos, and then sometimes he says I smile like a quokka.
yeah, I
This
can
is
see it.
so lame. I'm like,
Yeah, like a meerkat. I
Yeah.
can see you being a meerkat.
thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
I think I look like a baby goat look
a
at-
little bit.
a little bit. Don't I? Check this out, baby goat. Tell
Yeah.
me that's exactly who I am.
That is you. Oh, I can't point to any specific feature on it that rings a bell, but it does.
It does.
It does.
It looks exactly like
Meanwhile,
me.
I'm a meerkat quokka.
So let's look up the quokkas. They're so cool. But actually, when you get in
Look
front
at
of
that.
them,
Oh, come on.
they just look
at that
like-
smile. That's pretty nice.
yeah, it's definitely cute, and they let you get so close to
Tight-lipped.
them.
Oh.
Because I don't know, they're just like not afraid of us. But they all live on this one island. At least, I mean, I'm sure they're in zoos and stuff. But but like, they all live on this one island, and it's called Rot Nest Island. I was like,
It's all right.
that's
Relax.
a gross fucking island name.
Yeah.
But there's like nothing on it except for the quokkas, and so you have to get out of there. You have to get out there via ferry, and it was going to be like a 2-hour ferry, and we were like, well, we don't want to go like travel 2 fucking hours to go like take one selfie with these fucking little rat things.
Oh, hell yeah.
So we were looking into options, and we found a helicopter that was wicked
cool.
cheap. Yeah, it
Uh-oh.
was sick. I know, but it was like a 15-minute helicopter
There's a couple
ride.
things in your life where you're not like trying to get a full deal. Like you're not
Yeah.
getting the full deal. I
Right.
mean, it worked.
I don't need a Groupon.
No need a Groupon helicopter ride. When
Right.
like we know a lot of celebrities that have died.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
Anyway,
weather
I'm
was,
glad
like,
you didn't tell
perfect.
me that out the gate. I would have been like, oh fuck.
I was really scared though, and this is fucking hilarious. So the morning that we're going on this helicopter, Mark's like, "You weigh 120 pounds, right?" And I was like,
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh no. Did he tell that to them officially?
And then so I had this like thing in my head. I was like, do I come clean with him that in no way, shape, or form am I 120 pounds, or do I risk my life? Like, how serious
What'd we go with?
is this? I just risked my life. I was like, yes, I'm so tiny.
120 pounds is like an 11-year-old.
It's very small.
First of all, Mark, ew.
Yeah. Like, you're a fucking creep for thinking
Dude,
I'm 120 pounds.
come on. You're tall. Like, no. Mm-mm.
How crazy is that?
That's funny. Also, the Groupon helicopter. 100. Yeah, I'm glad that didn't work out.
Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't.
Have you ever been in a
glad you didn't Kobe.
Oh,
sorry. We'll probably take that out.
no, it's fine.
You can't make jokes.
Have you ever flown in a helicopter?
No. Wait. No. I've sat in them at air shows.
Oh, okay.
Because I was like, I feel like I've been in one before, but I
Yeah.
wasn't actually off the ground. I've done Cessnas and stuff like that. My dad,
What's a Cessna?
like the little planes.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My dad actually got his. He was
Pilot's license?
yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
When we were really young, because he was trying. Did I tell you my dad tried to build an airplane? My dad,
No,
like,
I'm not surprised.
full send was building. Well, he had parts. We had like a whole wing in the garage.
He's like the Wright brother.
Yeah, he was trying to Wright brother it, and my mom the entire time just knew he would never finish the task. So she was like, "Absolutely, sweetie, go crazy, build the plane." And he was like, "I'm gonna build the plane." And he was he was a full engineer. He was busy.
Yeah.
He had work. He had
Right.
meetings. He didn't have time to build an airplane.
No, that's
so we never got
outrageous.
further than having just one wing sitting in the garage. But my entire childhood, this wing was there. We're like, how's that plane going?
What happened to it?
We eventually got rid of it because we were like, what do you do? Wait, there's a lot of additional parts. All the hard stuff comes after the wing. You
Nothing
know?
makes me laugh more than when I'm scrolling on Instagram and it just like suggested for you, and it's always your father, and I'm like, with his mustache.
He's had that mustache my whole. Actually, he shaved it once, and I cried. He's had this mustache. It was older than me for most of my life. Now it's new. Now it's probably about 8 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Good man.
Have you ever seen those videos where babies, like, the dad will come in with a shaved face and the babies start crying?
That was me.
Yeah.
But I was like 20.
Yeah.
That was exactly me. I cried. I was 20. I saw him with that
so
mustache, and I
ridiculous.
was like, no, I don't like it. I hate it.
Your dad has such an intense mustache, too, from his profile picture.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that thing is serious.
Imagine
And
your dad with Republican glasses.
Oh, he wears them sometimes. He wears them, and he looks a lot. He's a lot. He's like an air show guy from Chicago. You know what I mean? Like, this man is built to just sit. He would drive an hour and a half to work. Why? They chose where to live, by the way. They could have lived anywhere. They like, don't feel bad for him. I mean, but like, come on.
Yeah.
And he would drive in his stupid fucking red truck with like 300,000 miles on it. Complete dead silence. The whole He wouldn't listen to the radio.
Why not?
I don't know.
Oh my God, that's insane.
Just in his thoughts. He's just thinking about the big dig or whatever, just like,
Oh man,
was gotta do something about that.
Yeah, but he could have been listening to the radio stations that
Yeah.
were obviously talking about the big dig.
Of course they were. Of course
they
I don't know.
were.
I'm sure occasionally that probably came on, got the latest.
Right.
And then quiet time.
And then quiet time to ruminate over what he
Back to-
had just heard about the big dig.
I don't think about this for an hour.
I mean,
Just me.
Like, literally, you have to be up to date on the big dig so that you can like not look like an idiot at dinner parties.
Of course. You can't like look like an idiot at the Dunkin' drive-thru.
Yeah.
You're pulling. Oh, you hear about the big dig? Yeah.
Oh, I'm up
They're the
to
latest.
date. Yeah, but the helicopter was super
Okay,
cool.
yeah.
It was scary. Like, you're in the helicopter and it just goes like whoop, and then you're just like up
That's
in the air. And
cool.
I was like, woo.
I would like to do a helicopter.
Yeah. I mean,
feel like I'm surprised I've never done one. I can't think of it if I have.
yeah. That was my first. And I don't think I would it was delicate.
They're super
They're
dangerous.
very dangerous. Like when we were landing, I was like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
this is really
Don't
scary.
fuck up. Listen, man, do you want more money? Like, let's
Yeah.
make this not a Groupon experience
Yeah.
anymore.
It was like a lot of, oh man, I don't know. Like, I would never do that if the weather was not like exactly perfect. No wind.
Pristine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then from Perth we went to Adelaide, which is like kind of a sleepier town. We saw a footy game, which sounds like a joke, but it's a real
soccer,
thing.
right?
No, It's like this weird other sport that they play that's like handball. I don't know what the fuck. It's like rugby meets soccer meets football. It's called footy, and that's like not the nickname. I don't think. Sorry, don't sue me. But I think this is like the proper name is the footy. It was really cute.
That's adorable.
Yeah.
All just, was it like in like a real stadium, or was it like
no, it was like a
deal?
big fucking stadium. It was like a whole thing. Yeah, Adelaide was pretty uneventful, honestly, but great town, cute town.
Cute. Love it.
And
Friends
then
of the pod, Adelaide.
We went to Sydney after that, and I gotta tell you, there's like this rivalry between Sydney and Melbourne, or Melbourne, whatever the fuck.
Melbourne.
Damn.
I
know. Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
And Sydney was fucking sick, dude. But we went to Bondi Beach, and it was amazing. But I forgot my bathing suit.
That's on my bucket list. Oh.
Yeah. So I forgot my fucking bathing suit. So we show up, and there's like this, like the pools, the famous pools or whatever. So we go there, and there's like, they're selling bathing suits, but they're like the ugliest fucking bathing. They're like
they're meant for everyone.
Yeah, they're like terrible
for
bathing
like
suits.
old ass women and like the whole kids.
And they go, that will be $120. I bought it.
You did?
Yes. And it's so unattractive, and it's like pinching me in all the worst places. No! And I had like my flub hanging over it, and I was just like, I'm ready for the pool.
Yay!
I looked like a little kid with like a fucking stomach out. And then we swam for about 2 fucking seconds because it was freezing cold. It was like the middle of the winter there.
Yeah, it's wintertime.
So I'm pretty glad I spent $120 on that.
Well, definitely bust that back out.
Yeah.
Just take it to the shore.
And then so we went to Melbourne after that, and
that's where I've been.
Yeah.
My friend Emma was an au pair there.
Oh, good for her.
I've brought up Emma on like every single podcast we've done. She's a delight. But I went and visited her there.
That's so cool. It was really fun. I met this girl, Jacinta J. Give her a follow. She was super cool. So Mark had gone on to Brisbane, and then I was staying in Melbourne one more day and then flying out from Melbourne because I didn't want to have to like go to Brisbane and then fly home. So, but anyway, so this girl messaged me on Instagram, and she's like a female comic, and she was like, and we were just like going back and forth, and I was like, do you want to hang out?
Yeah.
Like,
just hanging out.
I'm at the museum walking around aimlessly, like with like screaming children around me. Like I have nothing to do. I can't stress that enough.
This is great.
And she was so fucking cool. We had such a great time. She brought me to a few shows that we did, and then actually just one show, and then we get out of the show, and it was like an okay show for both of us. And she was like, so we can go to another show, or I could bring you to a Van Halen cover band. I was like, we're gonna go to the Van Halen cover band. Okay?
What a great! Come on, New York, you better step it up.
I know.
I don't. If someone messaged me right now and was like, "Let's go to a Van Halen cover," I couldn't do that. I couldn't pull that together.
And it was so fucking fun. It was a blast. I had greatest time. And she told me about the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard of in my entire life. Because we were talking about like PC politics between like America, or like how it differs in Australia and whatever.
Wait, what is the deal?
So they're very, very sorry. They're very sorry about their indigenous people. Oh, very, very sorry.
Here we're like, we don't.
Yeah.
Fucking care.
Yeah, we're like, we got you a casino.
I don't know. You
shut the hell up about it.
Here's your money. I don't know.
So what they did is even arguably worse, I think. But so they have this thing called I'm Sorry Day.
I'm
like literally. And it was like this thing where
that sounds mocking.
Yeah, genuinely.
Like if someone was like, we're gonna call it like, I don't know, I'm Sorry Day or something. Like
right.
Like, come on.
So
I'm like, that's rude.
Well, first of all, one thing that's crazy is that every time you land in a new city, they'll be like, welcome to, and then they say, I'm not going to try to do it. They say like the Aboriginal land name, and then they'll be like, otherwise known as Sydney. And everyone's like, come on.
We got it.
And then it's like a whole thing like, we want to acknowledge
sweet that they're like trying though.
Yes, but this is what I find really funny. So I'm Sorry Day is years ago on May 26th. There was their prime minister like took out a notebook and was just like in front of all these Aboriginal people and was like, and would be like naming the different places or tribes or whatever, and then would just be like, I'm sorry, da 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 da.
No,
I'm sorry, da da da. Very sorry. And like that was.
Do they have a video of this?
Yeah, they must.
I mean, that is like the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard.
It's incredible. It's so fucking funny.
Every president should have to do that at the end of their term for all like the like the crazy shit that they've pulled.
Asian people, We're very sorry.
We're really sorry.
Yeah.
We're really sorry
And
about
it's
that.
so fucking funny because it's like, oh, are you going to give us back the beaches and like
no,
the desirable
but
property?
you
We're
got
not,
an official apology. You
we're
wanted
not that sorry.
an official apology. There it is. Didn't you enjoy that? Did you not enjoy that? Did you not like that?
Also, I went to the Melbourne Museum because I had nothing to fucking do, and they have an Aboriginal exhibit, and I was like, now we're talking.
Yeah.
Let's see some atrocities.
Let's see some what's
Let's
going on.
do it. I want to see genocide. I want to see
what happened.
So I
I
go.
don't even know any of this.
Neither do I still, because I went into this fucking museum, and the goddamn Aboriginal exhibit is just like people being like, oh, our culture is great. It's beautiful. And I'm like, I don't care. I want to know what happened.
I know. They always emphasize, they're like, look at the pottery we made.
Yes, exactly.
That is every single exhibit of every culture ever.
I do not give a shit about the pottery.
Really emphasized the pottery. What if, like, nowadays they were like, in 300 years or whatever, there's a museum on us, and they're like, well, Laura loved these bowls from IKEA. Americans, they love their IKEA bowls. It's very nice.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, don't look at the squares that they held. Don't look at those. That had not tons to do.
But it cracked me up because so I'm like walking through this Aboriginal thing. There's like zero acknowledgement of like the extreme atrocities and genocide.
What were they? I'm assuming just killing?
Yeah, they were
Good
like just
old-fashioned
murdering
just
them.
murdering?
Yeah. And then I went into the next exhibit, and it was like Australia from like 18 whatever on, and it was just like you walk into like this colonial house, and it was like really shitty and whatever. And I was like, so wait a minute, we're gonna skip over the murder of all these people, and then it's gonna be like, but look how shitty our houses were.
Seems like a little gap right here.
Look how shitty our houses were.
We used
though.
mud.
Yeah. I was like, this is fucking great. This is like very
That
funny
is
to me.
so hilarious.
Anyway.
You know that the person funding that museum was just like, oh, but can we just make it good for kids?
Yeah.
So I want to bring my granddaughter here.
It was the weirdest museum. There was another exhibit that was like showed how like fruit decayed. I was like, this
Why?
I go, this museum has no idea what's interesting. I want to know about the systematic torture and murder of every person on this island. That's what I want
Have
to
a
hear about.
report on it available. Yeah.
Sorry, I am really in a bad way.
It's okay. 2 weeks in a row.
So I know, right? God
Yeah.
damn it. But the
You better tell your
recording
friends
is like 2 days in a
before
row.
we cease.
I know. I might cease. Okay.
Just like
Quick update. Yeah. And Kobe.
Sorry. Yeah, it's been a lot.
We gotta bleep a lot of things.
Sorry, folks.
So, quick update. The professor, remember we talked about the professor that was living underwater?
Oh, yeah. How's he doing?
He's doing great. He made it to 100 days and he's now on land.
Oh, he came back out?
He came back up.
Okay. Good for him. Let's have him
So-
on the pod.
That would be amazing.
Would it? I feel like he's probably not got a lot going on. That he could just take 100 days off.
Yeah.
Just be like, I'm going to... What if you were like, you got to get ready to go underwater for 100 days? I'd be like, I got to get my nails done.
I need a wax.
I'm going away for the weekend, and I've had like 50 appointments. Just getting ready. I'm going on a 5-hour flight, like for like 4 days. Like, it's fine. And I've had to go like spray tan, nails, eyebrows, hair.
Oh, yeah. It's like a whole to-do.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta get my nails done. Oh. I think this whole like work meeting tomorrow, I'm just gonna be like nasty all nails. You know what I mean? Whatever.
They won't
Okay.
go, they're not going to buy.
No, they might.
And they'll cite that directly in an email to your boss.
Yeah, they're gonna say she had ratty ass fucking
We would've.
nails.
We would have bought it at a premium, but not with the nails.
No, that's a Groupon situation. She has Groupon nails.
She's got Groupon nails. She looks like she's been in a Groupon helicopter recently.
Okay, this story that I came across is fucking crazy. There was a woman that was declared dead in Ecuador, and she was revived during her wake.
Okay, Ecuador.
She was 76
Ecuador, we gotta
years
get
old.
a couple more people in there just checking before in her wake. When is the wake? Is that when you're sitting in the box and they're looking at you? Like
Yeah.
the viewing?
Yeah,
You're not like getting lowered into the ground, right?
No.
Okay.
That's the
That'd
official
be-
funeral. So, a 76-year-old woman who was declared dead at a hospital in Ecuador astonished her relatives by knocking on her coffin during her wake. And the incident has prompted a government investigation into the hospital.
No,
Fair enough.
yeah, thank God. Also, that is the craziest way to wake up. You expect to be like maybe at the minimum like a hospital bed.
But you're like, oh, I'm in a coffin.
I'm in a coffin. Did I just raise from the dead?
Yes.
I bet some people do think she did.
Yeah, I bet so.
Yeah.
Especially, I think that Ecuador is like a fairly religious place too.
Isn't it Catholic?
Think so.
I'm just attributing it. I'm like, Latin America, it's a good bet.
Yeah, it's a good bet.
It's a safe bet.
I think so. They were like, oh, it gave us a fright. Yeah, you don't.
Yeah, no
say.
shit. I think it gave her a fright more than anything.
I know.
Surprised she didn't have a heart attack on the spot and actually die.
Isn't that crazy?
That is nuts.
So she was admitted Friday at the hospital with a possible stroke and a cardiopulmonary arrest, and when she did not respond to resuscitation, a doctor on duty declared her dead. Not dead.
Damn. Well, also, how much leverage must she have in her family arguments going forward? Like, well, you guys said I was dead. You put me in a coffin.
I am the second coming.
Yeah. No one came to check on me.
Oh my God. There's about 20 people at the wake. And after about 5 hours of the wake, the coffin started to make sounds. Wow. My mom was wrapped in sheets and hitting the coffin. Oh my God.
That is crazy.
That's so crazy. Fuck. So she was rushed back. I don't think so.
General Ecuador footage.
Yeah. She was rushed back to the emergency room. And basically is like still in serious condition.
Yeah, well, no shit.
Mm-hmm.
If she dies again, everyone's gonna be like, okay. we already fucking had the wake. We paid. We had to pay.
Do you think they'd have to pay again?
Yes, absolutely. I don't know.
At least in this country. I don't know about Ecuador.
Yeah, maybe not in Ecuador. Maybe they give you like a buy one get one kind of thing.
Yeah,
a BOGO deal on wakes. But in America, you'd be paying twice for that wake. They'd be like, I still came, did the whole service.
Oh man, I need an inhaler. Is what I need. Okay, so there. Okay, there was a beloved New York swan babies. Beloved New York swan's babies were rescued after the mom was eaten by a family. Police.
Okay. That's what the fuck are you saying to me right now? What are you saying? They were eaten by a family of humans?
No.
Of her family.
There was this okay. This town, this village of Manlius in upstate New York is mourning the loss of Faye.
Oh my God, I thought you meant like Central Park. I was like, oh, the homeless problem's gotten a little crazy.
Yeah. So
so it's upstate New York. Not a ton better, but like a smidge better.
So the swan was stolen from the town's pond over the weekend, along with her 4 baby swans. And the baby swans were recovered, but the mama swan was eaten.
Was this like some satanic ritual? Was this some Illuminati shit?
I think maybe because it's 3 teens. You know what they say about teens?
Yeah.
They're all into like fucking
all Gen Z is Illuminati.
Yeah, they love the Pentagon. They love all that shit.
Wow.
But 3 teens were arrested Tuesday on charges including grand larceny and criminal mischief in connection with the swan napping.
What larceny? What is that? Just stealing?
Yeah, I mean, goddamn, how expensive was a swan?
I mean, I guess it had like sentimental value.
Well,
also, like, here's the thing: I kind of want every hammer to be taken down on these teens.
Oh, yeah.
I want them in jail.
No,
I want them
to
go to juvie.
They should definitely go to jail. I mean, there's something wrong with them.
Absolutely. If they assaulted a person, I'd be like, well, teens will be teens. But eating the swan, I'm like, no, it's fuck. There's something wrong.
There's something wrong. You can't eat a fucking swan, especially it's like beloved.
No.
They said the swans have been a part of this village for over 100 years, and they're known for their swans, and they're imported in, so they're not native to North America.
Oh my gosh!
I know how crazy.
And the baby orphan swan.
I know, and they don't know. They say, "Where's mom?"
They say, "Where's mom?" Oh,
they're like, "She couldn't have been eaten or something."
No,
Troy just ran off. No, she was eaten. She was fried.
She was probably rotisserie.
She's probably delicious.
Do you think they made drumsticks? I need to stop with the fucked up death shit today. I might take all of it out or leave it all in. I'm not sure.
No, people that cause harm. I mean, obviously, like, listen, we literally eat chickens every fucking day, so maybe we don't want to talk. But like,
but it's more the fact that I think they knew it was important.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Obviously, the swan dying is sad, more because it has like weird sentimental value that I've attributed on it for no other reason. Like, you know what I mean? The chicken. You're right. It's the exact same, but I'm still more angry.
Wait, I can't believe what a good segue this next one
no.
is. A fertility doctor accused of using his own sperm dies in a crash from a hand-built plane.
What is Chat GPT just writing these stories? What is going on?
It's like,
also, I'm sorry, what was the segue?
Well, I think it's so funny that your dad was making a plane.
Oh, I thought you meant to the dead swan. I was like, I'm not seeing it, man. I'm not seeing the swan. That's just a sperm doctor.
But how fucking funny is that?
It is pretty funny. Hand-built
That's
plane. This
crazy.
would have been my dad, minus the first part about
Your
being
dad
a
just-
sperm die. What? The first part is its own sentence.
This is like a thing. There's like a whole documentary. I don't think that this was the main guy, but there was like a whole documentary about this one doctor who like people would come in to get artificially inseminated and like obviously give their husband sperm, and he would just put his own fucking sperm in them.
Yikes.
So there's like literally like
he's like Genghis Khan.
Yeah, there's like hundreds of fucking kids.
Ew.
How crazy is that?
Yeah, that's insane.
He's like fucking
That's
Nick
bad
Cannon.
shit insane. Yeah, he's a breeder.
Can someone check on the women that are birthing Nick Cannon's children?
Yeah.
What's the exchange?
Hey, friends of the pod. Here's the task for you. Can somebody get on this? Yeah,
Can we
I don't know
interview
what's going on there.
It feels like a cult.
Yeah.
Feels like they're under some sort of like brain control or something.
I'm sure he just I don't know much about these women, but I'm sure he's just like got a bunch of money.
Yeah.
And there's plenty of women who are like, whatever. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't care. And it's technically they're gonna do whatever you want to do, but I'm gonna judge you.
I just
I'm
find
free to do that.
I'm
It's
just
my
like,
freedom of speech right here.
Nick Cannon, do you really think that like okay, I mean, Elon Musk when he does it, and I'm like, you're a fucking psycho weirdo, like you're being like a weird person trying to put like more Elon Musks in the world, but I'm like, Nick Cannon, we don't need more wild and outs.
We got it. One's enough. One is enough.
We don't need any more anti-Semites, okay?
It
We got
fills
the
the
world
void.
has
The world is-
plenty of anti-Semites.
One could say too many. One might say. One might say we could take that down a notch.
We could take it down a notch.
Yeah, Elon though. Also, you can cool it too. I'm gonna go ahead and take that stand.
How fucking pissed would you be if you found out that your doctor inseminated you and not your
I'd
husband?
be. Oh God.
Talk about how violating that is.
That is so violating, and that's so tough for those families.
I would be. Oh
And their families that clearly they give a shit.
yeah,
They
of
were- they
course.
really-
they really wanted a kid.
I mean, the lawsuits must be insane.
Of course. I mean, he's obviously. I think he's in jail. You can't do
Good.
something like that.
No.
Um,
And he died. Wait, okay. If
This
he's
is
in
a
jail, then what happened to the hand-built plane?
this is a different guy. So that I'm talking about like, some other guy that did like a million things. This other guy, I think he just inseminated like a few people,
Oh, so you get to still play.
several patients. He says.
You're
Yes.
like their punishment was like, well, you can't fly commercial anymore.
You just have to fly in hand-built planes
You have to build your own
from
planes.
Mr. Sogar.
Good luck. Good luck,
And
man.
it's going to take him approximately 20 years to do one wing of the plane.
You're never gonna. It was probably that plane bill that he built him. This guy finally flew his plane.
How crazy is that?
died.
There
That's
was
nuts.
a movie, I think in the early 2000s, where Jennifer Aniston is best friends with Jason Bateman, and she goes to a sperm donor, and then he like knocks over the sperm in the bathroom, and then he like
Wait.
jerks off into a thing.
What's it called? Baby Mama?
No,
No, that's a different one. I think I know what you're talking about.
But I'm like,
and it was like one of those things where a lot of movies in the 90s were like
Yeah.
that, where the entire premise was super fucked up.
super fucked up, and everyone's like,
And
oh,
everyone's
how
like, ha, ha,
funny, whatever. And I'm
but
like,
no one ever addresses like crimes.
yeah, like, please do not inseminate me against my will.
Question mark?
If you could not do that,
That's-
I'd really appreciate it.
Feels rape adjacent. I'm not sure
It
what
does
I
feel
call
rape
it.
adjacent.
I certainly don't approve.
There's no consent happening. I'll tell
Definitely
you.
not that.
Okay, this is fucking hilarious.
Should live watch that movie.
All right, next, yeah, that would be fun. We need to live watch more things. 'Cause
Yes.
that would be really fun.
Yes.
Okay, that'd be so. We're just a business podcast. We're watching
Yeah, and we're
a
like,
rom
anyone
com.
watch Real Housewives? Yeah.
Okay, there was an Indian official suspended after he drains reservoir to retrieve phone that he dropped in it while taking a selfie.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is what is happening. Here's the thing. Each one of the articles that you've read to me, I've struggled to understand on the first go. I've had to focus on I've had to like break it down
Yeah.
grammatically. Like, what are we looking at? Indian official. Got that.
He's suspended.
Suspended. All right.
After
in trouble.
He drained a reservoir because he wanted to retrieve his cell phone after he dropped it in there when he was taking a selfie. That's fucking amazing.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. I have a lot of follow-up questions. First of all, small reservoir.
Yeah.
Why was he able to do that so easily?
I don't know.
Who is he gonna call? He doesn't have his phone. Sorry.
Oh my God, that's so true.
Logical flaw in this.
It was also a Samsung smartphone.
Ew, that's just kidding. They're actually better cameras. That's a high def
Oh my
selfie.
God.
We were gonna see the selfie or
Wait,
what?
you know what it is? Obviously, there was a bunch of like government data on there.
Oh, I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I didn't even think of
I'm
that.
over here like, let's see the picture.
Yeah. How good is this picture that it needs to
So
back
it's
that
like, no,
back?
it was fire, guys. It was really good.
So, more than 2
Oh, he
million liters of
definitely-
water were pumped out from the reservoir, which is
Oh,
enough
God.
to irrigate at least 1,500 acres of land during India's scorching summer. Good
He
God.
definitely had some like
He had some
kitty
shit.
porn or something.
Oh yeah.
Like
he
something
had some
nuts.
bad stuff.
That is nuts.
Mm-hmm. We gotta look into this guy. His name
Yeah.
is. He's a food inspector. What?
Why does he have the authority to drain a reservoir?
Yeah.
No one was like, "Hey, buddy, no, we're not going to do that." I'm assuming he didn't have like a plug he could pull. He'd
No.
run papers,
I don't know. This is crazy,
guys.
guys. I don't know.
New Delhi, what are you doing? All
right.
right. What Mad Libs do you have for me?
Okay,
now?
last one. A man steals a backhoe, so one of those big ass
All right.
fucking like
Here we go.
tractor things,
Here we go.
for a 10-mile drive to Illinois airport to catch his flight. So he stole the backhoe to drive to the airport.
I mean, honestly, he was like, I'm in Illinois. I don't want to be here anymore. But Illinois, like, when she's going to like Chicago, he's going to
that's the other
Midway. He's
thing.
going to Midway. Yeah,
I don't know. No, the Veterans Airport of Southern Illinois.
okay, so
Still.
he's just pulling up. He's going up the 95, whatever it's 35.
Oh my God, that's so funny. So footage captured the man walking across the street from the lot to the airport lobby carrying a guitar case. The owner of the backhoe arrived at the airport a short time later and identified the equipment as to belonging to his company.
Jesus Christ. Also, it sounds like this guy just watched too many rom-coms because that's like a classic rom-com
Yeah,
move.
I gotta get there. I'll do
She's-
whatever it takes.
She's gonna get away and I'm gonna steal a backhoe. And then
I'm
they're
gonna
like,
bring my guitar to woo her.
"Yes." Yeah. I mean, maybe they were filming a rom-com. This guy
Maybe.
definitely, yeah.
Probably not though.
He didn't get the girl.
No. Oh my God, that is so fucking funny.
That is hilarious.
Well, I am going to find an inhaler for myself. I'm sorry for everyone listening at home to my wheezing. But those are all the news stories that I have.
Wow. I feel caught up. Well, we did hit you. Yeah.
The hard-hitting stuff.
Hard-hitting stuff. I'm glad I know about it.
Mhm.
I hope that guy does get the kitty porn off his phone.
Oh my God.
He's like,
Imagine
"Listen."
after all that. Oof.
Yeah. They're like, let's see that phone. Let's look into this.
Do you think that you could go into the cloud? Or does Samsung's not even have a cloud?
They do, but I think you shouldn't put whatever government official documents. I definitely want to know what he was up to. And I mostly want you to stop wheezing, get better,
Yeah, me too. And like and subscribe.
and like and subscribe and tell your friends.
I feel like I can't like get a sentence out with force.
That's okay. You did it.
Okay.
We nailed it. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, tell your friends. Thank you for listening, and we will see you next week.
Bye. Thank you.